So like a lot of you, I was kind of expecting a brand new 7-star raid to actually income tonight. And it dawned on me, it's actually Golden Week in Japan. Actually dawned on me through one of the other games we're playing. And I realized they're not going to run another 7-star raid. They're actually going to run the Gimmighoul raid. Now, what's really neat about this raid, and this is a really, really interesting situation, because this is a Pokemon that most of the time is shiny locked. This Pokemon is really hard to get as a shiny because there's only so many. This is maybe the I think the third time they've ever rerun this event. Now, here's the deal. Things you need to know. Number one, this is a 5-star raid. This is not a 7-star raid. This is a really easy raid. Number two, while it does have some some shiny rates, this is one of those situations where it's regular shiny rates, so odds of getting a shiny are honestly pretty slim. But those of you out there that have joined our Discord, this is a great time if you find those raids. Remember, those raids will be static for that day. So basically, if you find a raid that has a shiny and you want to kind of like share the wealth, which would be awesome, you can join the Discord. You can go in there, say, hey guys, I have a shiny raid, get 3 other people, and you guys can go farm those raids. They're going to be rare, but some people will get them. I will be doing some attempts on this, I think, at some point. Now, here's the other like side to this coin, because this is a big double-sided coin thing. If you already have the shiny Gimmighoul or shiny GHOLDENGO, honestly, for me, last time the first time this came around, I farmed up 2 of these. One to have a shiny Gimmighoul, one to have a shiny GHOLDENGO. So that way that in the shiny living decks, I've got actually one of each, which is phenomenal. Like, right, that's like the perfect situation. A lot of people will be sharing these online. A lot of these will be going out. You need to participate in this if you don't have those shinies. Though, if I'm honest, and this is where my rant is going to begin, these shinies are kind of disappointing. They're not great shinies. They could have gone all in and made all the gold trim on the box silver, or made the red blue, or when GHOLDENGO pops up, like with most shiny Pokemon of that like kind of like gold color, is all silver. That's originally what we kind of thought he might look like, but honestly, the shiny's a little disappointing. I really hate to tell you this. So if you're into collecting shinies, this is a golden opportunity, no pun intended. But if this is, if you're looking for a really like pretty shiny, I'm gonna warn you now, this is not gonna be a fun grind. Now, the other half of this, I guess the third side of this coin. Is there a third side of a coin? To me, this was gonna be my second side of the coin. The upside to this, if you already have this unit, you can continue to farm the old raid. Just don't put your Switch online. I often do this. When we have raids that kind of expire or whatever, often for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep my Switch offline, keep the old raid kind of out there, kind of in limbo, kind of like chilling. And that way, when I'm ready to actually run this event and, or I can keep farming that event indefinitely, really. I can farm that event basically until the new one shows up. That raid will stay out there. You could reset your timer every single day, and a new raid will pop up. So it's a really great opportunity to not only, partake in a cool shiny hunt, but also keep farming the old raid. So it's really up to you. If you have the shinies, I just keep farming the old event because the rewards are really there. Because let's look at the rewards here. The rewards aren't really great. Small and extra small. I mean, candies, a swift feather, some chesto berries. These are not great rewards. So if you're really looking for, like the top-notch rewards, this is not it. This, unfortunately, is not the events that are going to pay out like that. Even if you go up here, like some of the higher-end raids, there's the level 45 raid, gives, a big pearl, big nugget. Still nothing compared. Here's the level 75. So you get large candies. I guess it's not too bad. rare candies, nuggets, common shards, the 7-star raid is still going to pay out better. So my honest answer is, while this is going to be an easy grind, you're probably still better off to farm the other event. Now, moves he's going to have Takedown, Shadow Ball, Hex, Power Gem, with Nasty Plot as something that happens periodically. And if you come down here and it tells you everything here, shield activation at 55% or 40% time remaining, whatever's closest. He'll use Nasty Plot at 85%, stat resets for himself at 50%, reduce Terror Orb charge at 40%, but by that point you're already going to have it anyway, so what's the point? Player status reset 25%. So honestly, it's an easy fight. Take a level 100 in there and just decimate him. So long as you're not silly and bringing like a fighting type or a normal type, it's a really, really easy win. So that is that. You can farm this one pretty much there. But if you already have the shiny, just keep farming the old raid. Keep your switch offline. That's kind of the best way to kind of handle this whole situation. But hopefully next week we'll get some news on the next raid. We'll talk a little bit more about that throughout the week and maybe even start, preemptively talking about some builds for that. Like, share, comment, all those good things, and I'll be back with more coming up here really soon.